Hey everybody, it's your boy Surge Dragon. Welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me today on Messenger, we got Chris Petrie, Andre Mitchell, and Mike Henry.
If you're ready for an episode of the Heavens Monsters podcast, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I said if you're ready for an episode of the Heavens Monsters podcast, give me a hell
yeah. Hell yeah.
Breaking up, bro. Let's talk about.
All right, let's talk about September 8th, Impact Wrestling. I got tongue twisted there. Okay, we start the night with Eric Young addressing Impact Wrestling as the new Impact World Champion. So, he's already talking about how he's going to reign supreme, and that what came Slammiversary, the person who got in his way first was Rick Swann and eliminated him. So he dealt with him. And the one who got in his way after that was Eddie Edwards, and he dealt with him. So Alicia Edwards comes out all mad as hell as to what he did to her husband, and for her troubles, she's getting assaulted and damn near putting a pile driver. If it wasn't for Tommy Dreamer, who came in with a kendo stick, whooping Eric Young's ass, challenging him to a match. Even going so far as to mention that he has no right to actually defend Alicia Edwards, since he himself attacked a lot of other people's wives. He's hitting his fair share of women. So he said, I'll be damned if I let a good friend of mine get assaulted. So that would be set up for the main event tonight. What is your thoughts on that, Andre?
All right, so far, I guess.
You, Chris?
Very young, like the crossing the line. He's trying to hard try Eddie Edwards' wife and make another statement. It didn't work out very well because Tommy Dreamer saved her.
Mikey, how's your connection?
I'm gonna try again.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Get your 2 cents.
Let me try my best.
Okay.
Eric Young, when he looked at Alicia Edwards, telling her that he doesn't care. He doesn't care what you think, because he knows he's got a big reputation. And I'm going to tell you on the record, Eric Young doesn't care about anyone but himself. Eric Young did what he did and he calmed himself. But, I don't blame him. I don't blame him because he is family. He's like a family to both Alicia and Eddie. But let's wait till I get my 2 cents on the next rant about Eddie. Excuse me. The next video rant about Eric and you just wait.
Oh, yeah. Next, we have Johnny Bravo backstage with his fiancee, Rosemary, and Taya Valkyrie. And Valkyrie was excited about the wedding and stated, I got that mixed up by where the R come from, that it would be the wedding of the century. When it comes to officiating a demon wedding, the man at the top of the list is, well, dead.
James Mitchell.
He got that right. Yep. So it would be Taya Valkyrie who says that she's going to plan the wedding. All of it. And by the sound of it, she wants elephants, she wants limos, she wants this. I was like, are we sure she knows whose wedding this is? It's not her wedding. Elephants? Really? Unlike before, Wrestling House Valkyrie seemed to be training Bravo less like a lackey and more like a friend. Oh, that's interesting. So she's got him also planning, Johnny Bravo planning his own wedding. He's getting all the catering, he's getting all the elephants, he's getting this, he's getting that. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, I want to say this. This is off topic, well, on topic, but not in this little thing here. So, is Rosemary's dress going to be black or blood red? She doesn't look like a white dress person. Okay. So what do you think about that, Andre?
All right, so far, you know.
You happy for the wedding?
Yeah. I really don't know, man. It'll be all right, I guess.
You, Chris?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I was not thinking, how are you going to get an elephant in the wedding?
Yeah, in the building.
What?
Yeah, aren't they doing it in the building or are they doing it outside the building?
I don't know.
Listen, this is good. I can't honestly say, but it's one crazy wedding. I'm not gonna lie, but it's gonna be one crazy wedding.
I'll tell you that much. Alright, let's move on to the next subject. Chris Bay versus TJP. Chris Bay makes finally his return to Impact after losing the title at Slammiversary. If I'm correct. Yeah. So, this would be interesting to see that Chris Bay is supposed to be a rematch clause in his title picture, but we would have him fight against TJP. I wonder why. So, with this, it would be Chris Bay fighting TJP, and after the commercial break, I guess during the commercial break, the X Division champion Rahit Raju came out and started cheering Chris Bay. I'm like, what the hell? What is this guy's game? He's cheering on the guy he took the title from? What the? That makes no damn sense. And ultimately it'd be Chris Bay, if I remember correctly, that won the match. Let me see. Nope. TJP defeated Chris Bay via pinfall. Ooh, oh, that don't look good. That don't look good. Go ahead, Mikey.
TJ Perkins, what do we call it? Pulled one of the biggest upsets in history, and he did the current X Division champion. And now, with that being said, TJP has punched the ticket to the X Division title.
Punch that ticket. What about you, Andre?
All right, so far.
You, Chris?
TJP is the number one contender. That means Chris Bay will not get his hand on Rahit Raju, the man who took the title from him.
Oh, yeah. Something tells me he'll get it eventually. Eventually. Next, we have the return of another episode of Locker Room Talk with Madison Rayne and her co-host, Johnny Swinger. She's already asking, how was the wrestling house? It was crazy. They might want me back. He does realize that wrestling house is a dimension similar to Limbo, right? He's saying they want him back. De loco. Yeah, Mikey's connection is bad again. He had to disconnect, so he'll be right back. Okay. Next, we have Kylie Ray and Susie in this conversation. Welcome back, Mikey. As I was saying, Kylie Ray and Susie were being interviewed in Locker Room Talk before Deonna Purrazzo and her, I guess, sidekick right now, Kimberly, start talking trash about her, and they're just smiling and they're saying no. Susie's like, no. So Susie, of all people, is issuing a tag team match between her and Kylie Ray versus Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly. I was like, how the pot thickens. The plot thickens. Woohoo. Let's go. What are your thoughts about that, Mikey?
Well, my thought, Kylie Ray is still the number one for Deonna Purrazzo, but the queen bee herself, Dr. For Deonna Purrazzo, her new sidekick, Kimberly, will come out and kick her face, and guess what? There's going to be a match this coming Tuesday on Impact.
Oh, yeah. It's coming Tuesday. It's going to be interesting. We thought it was going to be this week, but it's going to be next week. This Tuesday. That sucks. Oh, well. What are your thoughts, Andre?
was decently good, I guess.
You, Chris?
Susie and Kelly Ray, the number one contender and also undefeated, will face Deanna Prasso and Kimberly. It'll be a great match. It will be a great tag team match. What's going to happen this Tuesday or on the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. So next up, we have Johnny Bravo getting things done on the phone for planning the wedding. And all of a sudden, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steele come up to him saying that why you got Taya Valkyrie running you like a freaking mule? You need to man up. You need to tuck her in a deep voice. You need to tell her what's up. I was like, what? What the? Why are they trying to help him all of a sudden? What the hell?
They're just two mean girls.
Yeah.
Two badass bitches.
Yeah, and after that, another segment, promo of that would be Taya Valkyrie coming up to these girls asking, why you up getting in his business? And they go and getting all, Hispanic, Mexican, getting crunk on them. It's like, oh, you better watch yourself, China. And like I go, you better watch yourself, little, Chihuahua. I was like, and they poking each other in the nose. Like, oh, you better. I was like, so in a nutshell, we would have a match between Taya Valkyrie and Tasha Steele ready to go later on in the show. Oh, damn, boy. We got trouble in paradise. Who invited Kofi Kingston? That's what he's still incorporating. What do you think about that, Andre?
It's pretty good, man.
You, Mikey?
I don't blame Taya Valkyrie telling Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steele to mind their own business. But coming up a little bit later, I'll give my 2 cents on Taya Valkyrie versus Tasha Steele.
Mm-hmm. You, Chris?
It will be a great match. Tasha Steele versus Taya Valkyrie. That's just hoping with no interference.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have Brian. How you pronounce his name? Brian Myers. Thank you. Brian Myers is in the ring looking to have an accepted apology and a handshake by Willie Mack, saying to be professional, that he was doing him a solid, and that he wants him to come out and properly thank him and shake his hand. So Willie Mack comes out and says, I ain't here to shake your hand. I'm here to throw hands in this match right now. And we're like, oh, he just starts smacking him around. He's like, this is unprofessional. I ain't even ready to wrestle. I ain't even dressed. I'm like, oh, I guess you ain't the greatest wrestler as you claim to be then, says Willie Mack. That's your boy, Andre. I didn't, remember, I didn't realize until he had to sit down with the Deaners outside and he was starting to talk like the way you talk. And I'm like, oh, snap. Now, seeing him in that light, he looks like our boy Andre. Just bigger. Yeah. So Andre's boy, Willie Mack, is throwing hands with Brian Millers, and he goes around and starts showing why he's known as Chocolate Thunder, laying the thunder. And in which case, I'm trying to see who wins the match. That's right. That's how he won. He won. Brian Millers gets the drop on Willie Mack with
a low blow.
Yeah, with a low blow and a roll up, and gets the win, and he's making it look Willie Mack bad, man. You know Willie Mack ain't gonna take this line down. He gonna come back harder. He gonna come back fighting. Get these 2 hands. Woo! So what do you think about that, Andre?
Awesome.
You, Mikey?
Listen, Willie Mack is going to do so. He's going through different times.
You're getting disconnected again.
The loss on tap well by a Kurt Hawkins. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Let me try again.
Go ahead.
I feel bad for Willie Mack because he is dealing with the loss of his old buddy, Rich Swann.
Yep.
He is dealing with the loss of Rich Swann, and now look where he ended up. Getting lowballed by Brian Myers, a.k.a. Kurt Hawkins. This is not the last of Willie Mack. He's going to be out for blood.
Oh, yeah. You, Chris?
Willie Mack got cheated again. Willie Mack is going to find a way to revenge against Brian Meyer. But it is the last thing he does.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have Jordan Grace being interviewed by Gia Miller. And they're talking about Tanisha. Thank you. Tennille Dashwood.
Tennille.
Yeah, Tennille. Thank you. I'm trying to say it right, and I'm Tennille. Thank you. So, Tennille Dashwood is nowhere to be found. In her locker room is her personal cameraman. And it says, well, when will she back? And all we see is her outside being snapshot. And then we come back to Jordan Grace, and she's like, really? Damn, Tennille Dashwood is definitely all ego. Definitely all ego. Vanity. That's another word. Vanity. So, what are your thoughts on that, Andre?
Could be better.
You, Mikey?
So, Tennille Dashwood is too busy doing her photo shoot, huh?
Yep.
Oh, you just wait. You just wait. You just wait, because, hey, Jordan Grace is pissed because Tennille has been a no-show due to the COVID-19, and now she wants to snake away in line, going after the virtuosa, the current Knockouts champion, Deonna Purrazzo. But if she wants it, she has to go through Jordan Grace and Kylie Ray for a shot at the Knockout title.
Mm-hmm. You, Chris?
Tennille Dashwood is, like I said, Tennille Dashwood will show up next week, it says. But how is she going to fare against Jordan Grace, the former knockout champion? It's like a first time ever.
Mm-hmm. Hold up. I skimmed to the bottom to see who won this next match. To see if it was no contest or disqualification. But nope. We then have a tag team championship match between the Rascals and the Motor City Machine Guns. The Rascals, who definitely wanted this title opportunity more than anybody, got it through the generosity of the Motor City Machine Guns, and they ended up defending their titles and retaining them at the same time. The Rascals fought valiantly, but the Motor City Machine Guns showed why they are the top tag team in Impact today, as they were in TNA. But after that, the North finally make their return and jump both tag teams. Ultimately, then we get to see Austin Aries and Madman Fulton join in the fray. What did I say?
You said Austin Aries.
Austin Aries. Damn it. Yeah. Ace Austin. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. That's why I like having you guys here, because I know I'm going to screw up somehow. So, as I was saying, Madman Fulton, Ace Austin. Thank you. They end up joining the fray, and they take on team after team. They say, we got 2 for us, 2 for them. And they just boom, 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 boom. It was thanks to the 5th team that came in, and it was the Good Brothers joining in the fray and taking on all these guys. So it would be 3 teams versus 2 teams, and the heels are out of there, knowing that they're outnumbered. And what was his name? Matthew? Josh Matthew?
Josh Matthews.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He was saying that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Or he was saying something else. He's like, the friend of my enemy is my friend, right? Like, hey, Josh, you got this all mixed up. You got me mixed up. Like, wait, what?
And my enemy is my friend.
Mm-hmm. So this is what's the word? Krabacle, I think. I'm trying to use different words. I'll look that up later. But this is a different situation going on as to the tag team division, knowing that we have 5 different teams, one of which is the tag team champions of the Motor City Machine Guns. Now we're left with who's the number 1 contender? The Rascals got to be pushed at the end of the line. But after this, we don't know what the hell. This is good. This is getting interesting. So what do you think about that, Andre, in this chaos?
Crazy, but all right so far.
You, Mikey?
The tag team division is red hot on the road to Bound for Glory.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Ooh, who is next in line? Shot at the Motor Machine Guns. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
You, Chris?
It was an awesome match. The Rascals versus Motor City Machine Gun. In the end, Shelly and they've been still the tag team champions. The North still now an effective champion from behind. And they Austin and Madman Fortune done the same thing. His brothers came out and say, you got Motor City Machine Gun. So I think they need to put a 8-man tag team match on Impact.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. 8-man tag team match between the Good Brothers, Motor City Machine Guns versus Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, as well as the North. Yeah, I agree with you. That sounds good. That sounds real good. Now, this sounds iffy on itself. Due to what happened on the locker room talk with Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes, his wife, or girlfriend they say in the TV show. In which case, they're saying that they got a talk show of their own called The Whole Effing Show. Talk show. So the locker room talk had some competition with the Whole Effing Talk Show. That's gonna be this Tuesday. That's gonna be airing this Tuesday. We're gonna find out what that's all about. Don't be surprised it's just mostly them locking lips. That's what they did on Locker Room Talk.
Yep.
Your thoughts on that, Andre?
Good so far, I guess.
You, Chris?
I wonder if the show is about.
You, Mikey?
Well, this is me. I don't know, but there is one person that we're gonna. But there's one person we need to discuss. Who at the Let's walk, Sammy.
Okay. Next up, we have Sammy Callahan talking about Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes having his number, knowing the fact that he has been getting jumped by them. Even though he wins the match, he still gets jumped by them. And he don't like that. He don't like that at all. So, knowing that now he's going to have a talk show next week, this Tuesday, it sounds like he's going to crash the party. He's going to invite himself, as you might say, Mikey. Go ahead and get your 2 cents on that.
Like I said, Sammy Callahan, not a big fan of the effing show, but You just wait. You just wait, because Sami Callihan, he can't wait to crash RVD and K-Board's new talk show.
You, Andre?
All right, so far.
You, Chris?
Carry him show up. You want to fight RVD. You're going to do a cactus power driver to K4.
Oh, yeah. Next, we have the match Tasha Steele with Kiera Hogan in a corner versus Taya Valkyrie with Johnny Bravo in her corner. Or so we think. The reason why I say that is throughout the match, Taya Valkyrie was definitely giving Tasha Steele a run for her money. But it was Johnny Bravo who was doing as he was told, planning everything for the wedding. He's on the phone with God knows how many people. And she's asking for help while Kiera Hogan's helping Tasha Steele. Taya Valkyrie is all by herself with no help from him. Okay, hold up. But even without that, we show why Taya Valkyrie is the longest reigning Knockouts champion of all time. Taya Valkyrie wins the match and pinning Tasha Steele. After the match, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steele attack the former Impact Knockouts champion, and Bravo notices and broke it up. Like, okay, you're a little late to the party, Johnny. You're a little late to the party. What is your thoughts on that, Andre?
All right, so far.
You, Mikey? Can you hear me, Mikey?
I hear you.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts is Taya Valkyrie taught Tasha Steele a lesson with a good old-fashioned Valhalla road to Valhalla for the victory. And after that, she gets jumped by Kiera and Tasha until John E. Bravo would make the save. But trust me, this coming Tuesday, it's going to be Taya Valkyrie versus the girl on fire, Kiera Hogan.
Mm-hmm. You, Chris?
Valkyrie picked up the win for Tessa Steele. And Kiera Hogan trying to attack the longest way former knockout champion, but it didn't work out very well.
Next, we have Moose had flown to his old high school, believing that EC3 had gone there with the TNA World Championship. The Impact All-Star was unsuccessful in his journey, but attempted to leave a good terms with his coach. However, when he asked what he was always told him, Moose said, "Play it till the last whistle." And it was talking with his coach for a good while until he was mentioning who the guy with the hoodie, he was saying, is he seen anybody like that? But he didn't. It was then that she says, ECC catchphrase left Moose like he was looking at a ghost, saying, "You have been warned. You have been warned." All of a sudden, all these black hooded figures started coming into the office, attacking him, and he's like, boom, 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 boom. He took care of all of them. Not one of them was EC3. And the coach was like, "That's what I thought. That's what I remember. That's just like the good old days. Just like at the end of the whistle." He's blowing that whistle. It was like, okay. Definitely still playing the mind games. Definitely is EC3 on Moose. Moose, he's nowhere closer to getting that title back. Not that anybody wants him to, honestly. Your thoughts, Andre?
All right, so far.
You, Chris?
Yeah. And then false title.
false title.
He will never see it again. EC3 will still have it.
You, Mikey?
Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Trouble.
EC3, if EC3 wants a shot, he's got to earn it instead of stealing it. And I'm telling you right now, EC3 is inside Moose's head.
Indeed. Next, we have Rhino talking with Heath Slater. I mean, Heath, just
Or
Heath.
Miller.
Heath Miller, thank you. Heath Miller going around saying that they need to definitely get that Heath for Impact going more and more and more. And I got 25 kids. Nah, you just got the 2. But still, you got kids. I'll try. And then Rhino has the idea that the best plan is to actually go after Hernandez, who has that wad of money. You get that wad of money, you don't have to worry about feeding your kids because you got that money. So now it sounds like Hernandez has a target on his back thanks to that wad of cash. Which, if you remember, Rito Scum wants a piece of that too. So, how is this going to work? We're going to have to wait till this Tuesday to find out. Your thoughts, Andre?
Pretty good so far.
You, Mikey?
Boom, sign Heath. The guy's got kids.
Mm-hmm. You, Chris?
They need to sign Heath Miller to Impact, and he can work for Impact.
Yeah. Finally, we have the main event. The world champion, Eric Young, goes against Tommy Dreamer in a hardcore match, if I'm corrected. Old school match.
Old school rules match.
Old school rules. Thank you. So, candlesticks would be involved, chairs would be involved, tables would be involved, and all sorts of...
weapons.
All weapons. All weapons.
Um,
So, this was one hell of a fight to watch. In which case... Hold up, let me see the ending here. Yeah, that's what happened. He brought the hockey mask again and whacked Tommy Dreamer's face with it again, just like he did with Eddie Edwards. Damn.
You got it.
So that's his new weapon, is that hockey mask that he comes to the ring with. Knocked him out with that and spiked him in the head with a power driver, getting in the win and beaten, as it says here, the ECW legend in his first title defense. So the title was on the line. Damn, I thought it wasn't. I thought
It was a non-title old school rules match.
it says here it was his first title defense. I'm like,
But it says not means that Eric Young did not defend his title.
that means this website got it wrong on that part then.
Yeah, I'm on a different website, ImpactWrestling.com.
Yeah, I don't think the title was on the line, honestly.
No, it was not. It was
I don't
just.
think it was.
Let me.
No, I believe you. I agree. I don't believe the title was on the line. I think it was just a straight up fight.
Yeah. Here it is. Non-title old school.
So different of opinions, I guess, like we do. Sometimes we make that mistake, thinking it was a title match. In which case, what are your thoughts on the fact that Eric Young defeated Tommy Dreamer in this match and is going on? Hold up, be great. Young started to tear away at Tommy's leg, wrapping a chair around it and peeling it with his. Oh yeah, that's right.
They had Rick Swan. Same thing happened with Rick Swan.
Yeah, he was trying to do the same thing to Rick Swan, and Rick Swan showed up with a freaking crutch. And he's like, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. It's like, I'm here because of you. I'm here because of you. We ain't finished. I was like, damn. So Rick Swan is back injured still, but he's back for the save on Tommy Dreamer from being done the same way he got done.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Rich Swann comes out of retirement once his leg is healed. Because my 2 cents.
Not retirement. Not just retirement. Rehabilitation. He's still recuperating.
Rehab. Once he gets back from rehab.
Yeah, that's what rehab is short. Rehabilitation.
But like I said, my take is Tommy Dreamer was trying to do it for both Alicia and Eddie Edwards, but ends up getting whacked in the head with that hockey mask by Eric Young.
Yep. And
then after that, Eric Young tried to do the same thing he did to Rich Swann and Eddie Edwards, but instead, Rich Swann came out with a crunch, even though he's on rehabilitation to the lower leg. Rich Swann is fed up with everybody sticking their nose in his business. But I'm telling you right now, Eric Young, what everybody does in their business, you are about to get the ass whooping you deserve.
Got that right. Andre, what do you think about that?
It's all right so far.
How you feel about Rick Swann coming back to save Tommy? Tommy Dreamer.
Glad he came back.
Yeah. Still love that song. Can you handle this? Can you handle it? Can you handle this? That was a catchy ass song. You, Chris, what are your thoughts?
I'm happy it's doing a lot. And I'm happy if Rich Swann saved Tommy Dreamer's career.
Yeah, he goes around wrestling all over the place, including his own wrestling school. Tommy Dreamer.
Hey, the guy's a legend. He's a legend.
Oh, yeah. So, was that everything, or did I miss something, boys?
I think that should be it. You got AEW coming up once you get back from the jumper.
With that said, let's go ahead and end it. First up, a shout out to our fellow brethren of the Heavens Monsters podcast. A shout out to Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their 3 YouTube channels will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to our boy Chris Petrie, T-Money, Renee, Farrell, and Delvin. You ready to end it?
Yeah.
Edit. Let me flip it. There you go. You like this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button, like the content, hit that notification bell for the next Heavens Monsters podcast. Andre left. I guess he had things to do, so we're going to leave it at that. This is Chris. Oh, there he is. I thought I was seeing all white. I got to show you this clip later. Dude, your screen matched up with Mikey's. There it is. Holy crap, it looked like one big white screen over Mikey's head. On my end. I said, hold up. Can I take a picture of that? Yes, I can. Hold up. Yeah, I'll send that photo. Now I'm seeing your head. Now I'm seeing your head. There you go. Oh, I got a notification. So, here's Andre.
Yo.
Chris Petrie. I'm your boy Serge, and this is Mikey. Tell him what's up.
And that's the bottom line. The Heavens Monsters podcast. You said so, and we'll see you for an AEW All Elite Wrestling Triple Header.
Yeah. Peace out, y'all.